So I'm just going to finish off with aviation. So that's the other program that we know that Hong Kong students are are really interested in. So within Swinburne, we do offer two areas. So that's the Aviation of Piloting and Aviation Management. So with students wanting to become a commercial flight pilot, they will go through the flight training in the Aviation and Piloting program. For students who just want to work in the aviation sector in airports and all that, then you will get to learn about the business operations, and that is through our aviation management. So within our two programs, that is 3 years for the undergrad study, and the pathways into the two aviation programs. So firstly, it can be through foundation year. So again, if you're Form 5 students and if you finish Form 5 and you want to get want to finish your study early and go out into the workforce quicker, foundation year would be suitable for you. But if you from HKDSE, because what happens is that sometimes you might be studying other subjects and you think that right now you want to get into aviation area, and if you don't take up certain subjects and you want to learn that fundamentals, then diploma again would be suitable for you after you finish HKDSE. So the difference is only that, with our diploma, if you enter into the aviation and piloting, you still have to complete 3 years. The reason is because our first year program, you have already, have to start your, flight training. And with our aviation management, you will, finish in 2.5 years. And again, for this year intake, the next two intakes will be in June and October. So in aviation management, it is really a lot, of career opportunities. So it is not just working in the airport, but it could be working for an airline, helping them with their flight operations and ground operations, and it also can be in a consultant company that help airlines to understand different markets, and it also can be working for aviation government. So maybe in Hong Kong you might have an aviation safety authorities. You might be able to get a job in there also. But if you're interested in becoming a commercial pilot, then this degree so helps you to not just finish with a bachelor degree, but we also will help you to obtain a commercial pilot license. So again, that will help you to go on and apply for a job with major airlines to become a commercial pilot. So with our aviation and piloting, so this is the degree that helps you to become a commercial pilot. So the total fees that you're looking at here is actually the tuition fee and the flight training. So the flight training is which is about 150 hours. So this is the minimum flying hours that you need to be eligible to apply for the commercial pilot license. Which is good because we include that total in our tuition fees. So if you want to learn more about the fees, you can go onto the website, or you can approach again Maple Education or one of our representatives in Hong Kong. We will then be able to give you much more information about the fees breakdown. And within our aviation education, so Swinburne has been, teaching this for almost 25 years. And this is one of our industry expert, and this is actually one of the chair of the program. So because of his relationship with the industry partners, so again, we do have that close relationship with major allies partners. And within our program, so of course, the Hawthorn Campus doesn't have a runway. So we actually, partner with CAE Australia. So that is where, it is you undertake your flight training at the Maroon Bay Airport. And based at that, airport or location, you actually have access to the modern training facilities and any of their training fleet. I just wanted you to hear some of the stories.
The qualifications we get from Swinburne beat any other option. So we get a commercial parts license, we set our air transport parts license, we get a bachelor, and then you also get a high graduate certificate of piloting. And on top of that, you get to operate out of Moorabbin, which is one of the world's best training airports.
Everyone in aviation just is so obsessed with it that we can all bond over how much we love flying.
Everyone always says if you can fly out of Moorabbin, you can fly out of anywhere because it's so hectic, but you become accustomed to it and it becomes normal. So then when you go to other airports, it seems so simple and slow compared to Moorabbin. If you get used to that, you can operate anywhere.
With aerobatics, the feeling is insane. You're there inverted upside down and you think, wow, this is pretty cool.
It's such a cool thing to be 18 years of age and fly New South Wales and your friends go like, oh, uni was such a drag today. It's a really awesome thing to do.
Yeah, so that's some of our aviation students. And during this program, you are also, be eligible to take part in the global study tour. So as we know that, pilot as a career, it would take you all around the world. So we do have, a study tour to, either major airlines or, business like Airbus, Boeing, or even with airports and different safety authorities. So here are just some of the pictures. So some students might go to Boeing, or they might go to certain airports like Changi Airport in Singapore or the Hong Kong Airport. So again, in summary, in order to become a professional pilot, so the minimum is just obtaining that license and 150 minimum flight time. So this can be achieved through our degree program. And again, the starting salary, if you're interested in Australia, is about 85,000 Aussie dollars. And this is just the overview of the journey again. You can come through our pathway programs before you getting or progress into the undergrad study.